Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be my 2023 makeup empties. I'm also including my perfume empties into this video. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you all the products that I finished up makeup wise and perfume wise in 2023. I am doing my intro like this right now, but then I'm gonna go ahead and switch to a different view so we can go through category by category. But before we do that, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Let's talk about numbers. I don't really know exactly. I guess I could look it up. I could do the math real quick right now and figure out exactly how many makeup empties I had and how many perfume empties I had. But I'm going to just go ahead and tell you about my numbers. So for 2023, my makeup empty total was $1,446.94. I'm rounding up over here. This is a little bit higher than my 2022 makeup empties, which was $1,409.89. So yay me, I have what, $47 extra? No, sorry, $45 extra in empties this year. I would have hoped for that to be higher. When we talk about perfume empties this year, in 2023, I've had my perfume empties valued at $360.31. Where last year it was $265.80. So that definitely went up by $100. I'm really happy with that. I'm actually focusing on using up my perfumes, perfume samples, and all that kind of stuff. Now, when it comes down to makeup, and when we go through the categories, category by category, I felt that I was kind of consistent with the year before it. My mascaras were pretty high. My foundations were pretty low. My setting sprays were pretty high. My primers are a decent amount, but like on the other hand, if we talk about powders, I'm really not doing so good, not finishing up as much products as I kind of would like to. But we'll see if this 2024, this year, if it would be a better makeup empty wise. I do have some goals for this year, and I kind of was like, should I talk about those today? Should I have a different video dedicated to that? I'll just say in general, in certain categories where I have either 0 products empty or like 1, I would kind of like to have at least 1 more. So it's like 2 products or at least 1 product in categories where I have 0. So that's something I really want to focus on this year, and I hope that I'll be able to, meet my goals that I set. Again, maybe I'll have a separate video talking to you about my goals, like planning wise goals, and like this year in general when it comes down to makeup beauty items. I think I'll have that in a different video. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. Now, let's go ahead and switch our view and let's take a look at all of the makeup and perfume empties for 2023. Alrighty, here we are. As promised, we're changing the view so you guys can see everything laid out. I'm gonna go ahead and like just show you a big picture of what it is. Here is pretty much everything. This is everything, not just pretty much. This is literally everything I finished up for 2023. We are going to go category by category. I'll probably start with primers, face primers. We'll do foundations, concealers, and then we move on. And at the end, I'll talk about all the perfumes, perfume samples, full sizes, body mists, and whatnot. Like I said, primers. Let's go ahead and get started with primers. I'm going to go ahead and bring most of these, or all of these, closer to me. And I'm going to have to make some room over here now. Okie dokie. For primers, I do have 1, 2, 3 sheets. I think I enjoyed actually all 3 of them. I did get quite a few uses out of the Milk Hydro Grip. I'm not sure how much they put in these ones, but I did get quite a few uses of that one. I know this is not technically a primer, the Guy by Guerlain, but to me, I do use it as a primer. I really enjoy that kind of glowy, oily a little bit texture that it has to the skin. It just looks stunning under makeup, if I'm being honest. So these 3 primers, I really enjoyed all of them. And now I do have I think they're all minis except for this one guy. So for minis, I had like, okay, the like little minis. These are really minis. MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance. I don't feel compelled to purchase this one in a full size. I'm okay without it. Okay, the second one, and this is one that I actually really enjoy and I have full size of. This is Vichy Mineral 89. Again, this is not technically a primer. This is a hyaluronic acid, you know, skincare item. I love it as a primer. It does leave my skin very plumped up. It does have a little bit of tackiness to it. If you apply your makeup on at a certain time after using it, I mean, it kind of fades away. It doesn't stay tacky, but it has that feeling kind of like a gripping primer does, and I really enjoy that. So I do love this product. We have the Smashbox Photo Finish Illuminate Glow Primer. I think this was something I enjoyed. It's not something I would purchase a full size of. I'm trying really hard to just work through what I have for primers, and that's another goal I have for 2024. Anyway, this guy, it was okay. If you like illuminating primers, I remember it was really glowy, so you might enjoy that quite a bit. And now we have the Tarte Base Tape. I do like hydrating primers. This was really nice hydrating primer. I did really enjoy it. But again, it's not something I would definitely go out and purchase. Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. Probably the worst primer I've used this year. I did not like it at all. It did leave that little bit of an oily feel to the skin, but it's not good oily like the Guerlain Youth Watery Oil thing. Not the same thing as this. This is just amazing. This is just like a film, a layer on your skin where you can feel it sitting there. I did not really enjoy it. And then the last three, I had the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I did really enjoy this one. I kind of wish I had more, but it is what it is. We have Photo Finish Primerizer. I do have multiples of these. I do really enjoy it. And then we had the NYX Hydra Touch Primer. This was pretty cool. Kind of like a water feeling. I didn't notice much of a difference in how my makeup looked, or how this, it just felt nice going on, and that's about it. So that's it for primers. So how many in total was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 primers. Okay, let's talk about foundations and concealers next. Okay, and I have these here because we're gonna get to those next. Let's talk about foundations. I do have 3 foundation samples, or are these concealers? 2 concealers, and this is a no, it's a concealer. Okay, so let's set them to the side. Foundations. My first empty was the Bite, and I think that was pretty early on in the year. This is the Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. I finished on really early in the year. I think I was trying to finish it in 2022. It didn't happen. Early on in 2023, I used it. I remember really enjoying this one back in the day. Of course, it's no longer available, so there's that. So I've got that, and this is a product that I'm like, is it going in my foundations? Is it going in my primers? Is it going in my illuminators? I decided to go ahead and put it in my foundations category because I did have days where I would just wear this guy all by itself and then go out. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I had the shade 3, light medium. If I say I didn't miss it right when I finished it, I would be lying. I missed it quite a bit, but I'm holding off. I'm not gonna repurchase. I've got plenty of products that kind of can do similar things. Might not necessarily be the same exact thing, but I'm holding off for now. That's one of my proudest empties of the year, I would say. It took me forever, more than a year, to finish this guy. So there's that one, a full size. And then I have the Purelisse Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream. I really enjoyed these. I like the Purelisse BB creams. I think I enjoyed this one, the Radiant Glow, better than the other one, which is a normal. It didn't say like Radiant Glow or anything. This wasn't a project, FYI. Really enjoyed it. So there's that. And that's it for foundations. We'll go ahead and talk about concealers. I did have the 3 concealer empties. These are by Giorgio Armani, the Luminous Silk Concealers. I think I ended up using these more of a a foundation and like like mixing the shades together. I think that's what I ended up doing with these. So anyway, these are gone. I really don't remember how I felt about them. Again, I think I mixed them up as foundations, not concealers though. So there's these, and I do have 2 full-size concealers. Wow, I'm happy with that. I had the Hourglass Vanish Concealer, and I had the Kosas Revealer. Is this called the Revealer? I know the foundation's called the Revealer, but anyway, the Kosas Concealer. I really enjoyed the Kosas a lot more towards the end of its life. Maybe when I first picked up the Hourglass, I had really enjoyed it, but then I started noticing it getting really dry under my eye, and then like going into all of my lines under my eyes, and it just did not sit well under my eye area. I was actually really happy to finish it. I couldn't wait to be done with it. Where the Kosas, it had more of that creaminess, more radiant. It did not look drying under the eye, but then the shade, which was the shade 04, is a little bit off for me. It's not a good match for me. It's more on the yellow, warmer undertone. So it was more of a brightening concealer, although it was a little bit darker. So I couldn't say really it brightened my, like under my under eye, but I did enjoy it more. Enjoyed it more than the Hourglass. Long story short, that's about it. Okay, let's talk about these. FYI, I have no blush empties for 2023. Once again, I didn't have any blush empties in 2022 either. That's something I really want to change this year. Let's talk about, I guess we'll talk about powders, setting powders. This is the only powder I finished this year, which I'm very surprised about. I thought I would have finished at least 2. But this is a full size. This is the Nikia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. I do love this thing. It's 20 grams, so it's nothing to take lightly. I loved it. It was my absolute favorite powder. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I did purchase 2 of these during her Black Friday sale. So I'm good. I'm good for a while. For bronzers, you guys, I finished up 1 cream bronzer, a full-size cream bronzer. There's just, it's a little dirty, and these over here are pretty dried out. The bronzer over there is pretty dried out, so I can like really get it out. But look at that. Look at this beautiful baby. This is the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out, and the shade is 03 Macchiato. I'm so happy with this empty, you guys. I wish I had more bronzer empties for the year, but I'm okay. I'm okay with 1. It did take me forever to use this guy too. I was gonna call it an empty whether or not I finished it all the way, but thankfully I did finish it all the way, and it's actually an empty. So there's that. Am I gonna miss it? Possibly, but I'm ready to play with some others. Highlighters. I did finish up 2 liquidy-ish kind of highlighters. This is by Jacka Black. This is the Glow Drops, and this is in the shade Rose Pearl. It says it's a primer. Where did I see it before? Now it's all in like different languages. Highlighting primer for face. This definitely was not a primer. It's super glowy. So I did use it more as a highlighter. Actually used it as a liquid highlighter, cream highlighter. And I did have the Iconic London Illuminator drops. These were intense. A little bit went a very long way. So I'm really happy with this empty as well. And I've got a powder highlighter. This is by Artist Couture, and this is in the shade Yes. Not gonna lie, I did mix this guy into my body lotion and made an illuminating lotion. Really like it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. This year I have an item in mind that it's gonna just, I think it'll mix beautifully with my lotion. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and talk about brows, mascaras. I do have some lippy empties, so we're not going to forget that. But let's pull in all the brows and mascaras. So these are mascaras and brows and liners. I guess I should separate them. This is an eyeliner. Let's talk about the eyeliners. This is a liner, and Okay, so for eyeliners, I've had 3 eyeliners, 3 liquid liners, 1 full size, and then 2 minis. The 2 minis are by Grande Cosmetics. These are the Grande liners, and these were black eyeliners. These were actually in a project. And then I had the not the House Lab, the Pat McGrath Labs eyeliner. This is just a black eyeliner, and yeah, I think I mean they were all good. I don't use black eyeliner, liquid liner that much, so they were okay. I think I really get. I'm surprised I did not have any what is it called, like pencil liners. I usually have those. Well, let's talk about mascaras. I do have quite a few mascaras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are these only the full sizes? 6 full sizes, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minis, or is this a full size? I'm not sure. I guess this is a full, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And I had some lash serums, so we'll talk about those as well. Full size mascaras. Well, how many did I say I had? 6, 7? I'm gonna say 7. I don't know. I'm gonna say this is a full size. What were they? Let's see if I remember. Pat McGrath Labs, I do really like that one. Huda Volume Curl and Length. I think it ended up being extremely clumpy. Tower 28 Make Waves. I cannot wait to use up what I have and order a couple of these. Elf Big Mood. This was really nice, very volumizing. It did end up being a little bit extra, especially once it dried, like the tube dried out a bit. Lashtopia by Bare Minerals. I think this was a little bit on the older side. I didn't feel like it did much for my lashes. I think, again, it was older in my category. Oh, this was terrible. Melt, Supernatural. Nothing supernatural about this. The packaging is just stunning, but the mascara itself absolutely sucked. I would not recommend. Thrive Cosmetics. This is the liquid lash extensions. I actually really like this. I was very surprised how much I liked it. But towards the end, it started being a little too clumpy, and then it would flake on my flake on my skin, on my face when I apply it. So that's that one. Which would I repurchase? These 3, I guess I would repurchase in a heartbeat if they were on a good sale. This one especially. So well, let's talk about the mini mascaras. I had 4. Ooh, I think I liked all of them. Hourglass Caution. This was really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. Huda 1 Coat Wow. It needed 2 coats, but it did a good job. I don't think that I'll be supporting Huda. I'm not going to go out on my way to purchase her products anymore. I'll use what I have, but I will not be repurchasing that. We have Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara. I think I really enjoyed this one. And then MAC Magic Extensions. This was really, really nice. I remember really loving it. So for minis, we have some Grande products, you guys. Again, I don't wear lashes anymore, strip lashes, individual lashes, or any of that, because I do use these very religiously. We've got the Grande Lash Serums. I have 3 minis. I think their minis are 4 weeks each. Is it 4 weeks or 8 weeks? I can't remember what it was. And then the full sizes, these are 12 weeks each, 3 months each. For most of them, I had, when did I start them? When did I finish them? I love this product. You guys know that. It's been years and years and years. I love them, and I won't go back to wearing strip lashes. For brows, I am shocked at how many brow products I used up this year. I didn't think it was the year of brows for me, but apparently it was. I did have a couple, again, Grande products, brow empties. These are the 8-week supplies. Grande Brow Wow, Brow. No wow, just Brow. Grande Brow. These are 8-week supplies, and I think these are just 4 weeks. Okay, so these are 4 weeks, and these are 8 weeks. They're a little bit different sizes. I had to look them up every single time when I was opening one to make sure, so is this a 4-week? Is this an 8-week? So I label it properly. I did really enjoy them. I enjoyed all of them. I think one of them that was brow, I ended up using as a lash serum because I really wanted to test it out. Everybody was saying they're the same formula. So I think I'm going to start using my brow ones as lash serums and stop paying for the lash serum because you get about a month extra for not a whole lot more money. But anyways, love these. I have multiples in my collection. I buy the sets during the holidays so I can get all the minis I can. And now we had two brow pencils. One is by Revolution, XX Revolution. This is the XX Fine Brow. This is in the shade Warm Brown. I think it was starting to be a little bit too warm for me, so I couldn't wait to finish it. And then the Shady Slim by LA Girls. This is in the shade Soft Brown. I really enjoyed this one. It's very creamy though, so it's very waxy and like very emollient. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not a stiff, drier formula. And then I had 4 brow mascaras or brow gels. My favorite definitely was the ABH brow gel. This is in the clear. I also really enjoyed this one. I think this was called like Queen something. I'm not really sure what the brand is, but this was pretty good. It's in the Bow Down. I think it was clear. I don't think it was colored. Yeah, it was clear. Really enjoyed this one. The Juvia's Place, did not like it at all. Would not recommend it. Did not do anything for my brows. Did not hold them in place. Did nothing. And then we have Gimme Brow by Benefit. This was nice and convenient when I wanted to just not worry about a pencil and just use this product by itself. So that was pretty nice. Let's talk about lippies. Oh my. For lippies, again, I have no lip liners and I thought I finished more lippies. What the heck happened? I don't know. I really don't know. I definitely thought I finished more. I only have one bullet lipstick, which is the MAC, a Jar of Once Upon the Stars. I had one called Jar of Stars and I thought it was the same one, but this is Once Upon Stars. This was a really pretty nude. So there's that. For like a lip crayon or whatever you want to call these, I guess I could have called it a lipstick too. This is by Mario and this is in the shade Bronze Glow. You know, I had another one in my collection and I was like so excited. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna crack into it. I must have given it away to somebody or something. I couldn't find it, but I do really like these. They are very glossy. They could be a bit goopy, so I would be careful with that, but I really enjoyed it. For lip glosses, I don't know. Are we calling these glosses, those plumper stuff? I guess I'm calling them glosses. I use them as glosses. Tower 28. This is in the shade Spicy. Love Tower 28. Love their lip products. NYX Fat Oil Drip. This was really nice. I didn't like it as much in the beginning, but then the more I used it, this was really nice. I enjoyed it. It was definitely thicker, so it's not like I could feel that I just put on a lip product, but that feeling, it wasn't uncomfortable or anything like that, but I did enjoy it. And then we have the Lawless Plumping, Smoothing, Nourishing, Forget the Filler. And this was in the shade Cherry Vanilla. I was so sad at how quickly I used this baby up, but it was really nice. So these are all full sizes. I did have this Shiseido little mini shimmer gel, glossy gel. It was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. And I had 2 liquid lipsticks and they're both red. One is by Giorgio Armani. This is the Lip Maestro shade 400 and this is by Ofra. This is the long lasting liquid lipstick and this was in the shade Brickle. Let's talk about setting sprays and primer mists. I had these 2 as primer mists. These are by e.l.f. the hydrating coconut mist. They're both the same thing. I love both of them, whether it's like a primer mist or applying after I put my makeup on before setting spray. I really enjoyed them and something I do have in my collection and I would consider repurchasing for sure. Okay, let's talk about these. These are all full sizes and these are minis. My favorite was the CoverGirl Look Lockup. This was a really good one. It's discontinued currently, so that's a bummer. The Milani Fruit Fetish is another nice one. I just would stay away from this scent. I don't know that this even exists anymore. I know that they were like a limited edition thing. The product itself is nice. The scent was not kiwi nor watermelon. It was just off artificial scent. Refresh by Haley's. Could not wait to be done with this thing. The spritzer on it was broken from like day one, so it spray all weird on my face. The way I ended up using it is as a primer mist. I would spray it on my face. It splotches in areas, and areas would stay completely dry. And then I would pat it into my skin with patting motion, spreading it all over my skin. Would not recommend. I don't know, like it was hard to tell. I could never use it as a finishing spray or setting spray because I would just end up with weird blotchy set face. So I can't tell if it was good or not in that sense. From Catrice, I had the HD Active Performance Freezing Spray. I did really enjoy this one, and believe it or not, this is a full size. For minis, I had Illamasqua Hydra Setting Spray. I did not care for it that much. I felt like it was too oily for a setting spray. It would have been more like a primer mist is what I would thought about this one. So I didn't care for it as much, but you know, finished it. We had 2 mini all-nighters, and yeah, these are usually a staple in my collection. I travel with these bottles. I'm gonna get rid of these. I do have some more minis in my collection, so I'm tossing these out. I'm not gonna rekeep them to refill them for next year. So there's these. For tools, let's talk about I know I tossed a couple brushes. I call them brush declutters, but I never keep them for like brush empties. Is that even a thing? But I do have some sponges. I have 6 total sponges. I know I've had, I think this is Haley's. One of them is Haley's. This is Haley's. I think this was Makeup Revolution. Wet n Wild for sure. This was by Uma. This was really nice. Which one? I think maybe these were just AOA Studio. I'm not really sure. I would have to go back to my notes and look at my when I had my sponges empties and see what they were. I've been using brushes more recently, not for any particular reason, just switching it up. I have 2 nail products. I finished or destroyed a nail file, and my first nail polish empty. This is by OPI, and this is Nail Envy. This is a nail strengthener. I'm trying to take care of my nails again, and this was a lifesaver. And I have a new one that I'm working on now. Let's talk about perfumes. Okay, I had some mists. Mango Temptation by Victoria's Secret. This was so old, honestly. I'm happy to have finished that. This smelled amazing. I really want another one of these, but I do have the perfumes now. This is God is a Woman by Ariana Grande. It smelled really, really nice. I had a Victoria's Secret Sexy Dare. I could not wait to finish this. It was okay, but it would never last on my skin. We have Floral Street Wonderland Peony. This smelled so good. I was really mad that I could not actually open this one and refill it because that just does not make any sense. And then Fleur Missing Person. I didn't really care for it much. It was just, you know, never lasted. Didn't smell like anything special or anything like that. I'm not going to go through all of these minis. There are a couple that I'll just tell you I enjoyed. Prada Paradox was really nice. Victor Rolf, I think Flower Bomb was really nice. Commodity I really enjoyed. I think I had 1 or 2 Goddess by Alien Mugler, and I actually purchased the full size. There it is. So yeah, but let me tell you how many I had. I had 34 perfume samples, and I forgot I also had a Tom Ford Bitter Peach, and I did purchase a full size. 34 perfume samples. Holy moly, I'm so happy that I finished these. Let's do some math. 34, and they're usually 0.04 of an ounce. I might have finished one 1 ounce perfume. So there we go. And that's it. This is everything I finished up for 2023 for makeup and perfume. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.